everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another video. Now this video, it's not a restoration video. It's more like Martin Dare's videos that he puts on every month, or last of the month, when he puts on his purchases and donations video. So I thought just to give you another video this week, I would do the same, because I did say to you that in a past video that I had a few donations already this year, which was very nice. So I'll show you those. And I've only bought a couple of models this year. I haven't spent a lot on eBay because I haven't had a lot of spare money at the minute. Well, 2 or 3 expensive months for me, birthdays wise, car servicing, and then, like I say, I've had the doctor, and I had to pay for an x-ray at the hospital, and I've had a dentist, so everything's gone wrong, and car insurance and all that. So I've sort of held off from buying anything from eBay, you know, for these few months. Once I start earning me overtime again in the summer, May onwards, should be alright again. Okay, so let's get on with this video. We'll have a look at what I've got hold of, what's been donated, and what I have got hold of. And what I will do as well is show you some models, not many, but some that I'm not too sure whether to touch them or leave them original. I'm tempted to leave original. There's only a couple, but I'm tempted to leave them original. But anyway, I'll ask you. I'll show you them, and then I'll ask you, and then you tell me in the comments below what you think, and then I'll try and decide from your comments on what you say yes or no, to decide whether I'll do any restoration work on them. But there's some I don't think I really need to do to do any. Okay, so let's get on with it. Right, okay, so I've got some models here that were donated to me. Now, this is from a guy over here in Jersey. I remember him years ago. He used to drive the mixers, the concrete mixers, for a local quarry. When I first started driving in haulage in the early 80s. And he's a really nice guy. And now he's retired, and he goes a lot on one of our local beaches, St Billard's Bay, in the summer. He spends a lot of time down there, and when I'm raking the beach with the surf rake, I see him. And he's seen some of my videos, and he said he was clearing out his loft. So he said, I've bought you a few models, 3 or 4 models, if they're any good to you. So this is the first one. It's Matchbox, Leslie England says underneath, Rollermatics, and it's number, I think that's 16, and it's got Badger underneath. And the Rollermatics, I guess it's, it's the wheels that make the radar turn, but it doesn't turn very well. There's a thing on the wheel there that makes it go round. The axles are bent. It's got quite a bit of corrosion underneath. That front mudguard is bent into the wheel. You can see the lights bent down. Not a very big model, not kind of model that I'm used to doing, but we'll probably have a go at that at some stage or another. So that's the first one. And there's this Ford Transit, which is quite nice. CQ, or CQ, I don't know how you say it, made in Germany. And it's a nice little model. Suspension's all knackered, but the window unit's busted, and I don't know, there's doors missing, or 2 doors missing, and I don't really know if you can get the parts for these. So if anybody knows if you can get the parts from these, or where you can get the parts from these, for these, please let me know, because that's one that I would quite like to do, because I do like my Transits, as you will find out in 3 or 4 weeks time. Okay, so that's that one. A bit bigger now. I'll have to maybe move the camera back a bit. Right. So this is a later Corgi sweeper Fawn AK435 road sweeper. Okay, so that's looks like a Mercedes truck, but I'm not sure what it's meant to be. Broken windscreen, missing the lights, headlights. There's probably quite a bit more it's missing. There obviously must have been a pipe or something on the back. I'm not too sure of this one. I'm going to have to look them up to see what is actually missing off it. But again, you know, another nice model, worth doing. So that is one that I will restore sometime in the future. And then there's this one. Oops, hanging the camera again. The Ford Escort. Now I can't see if that indicator light has broken off or whether it has just pushed in. I hope it's just pushed in. Probably you can get the stuff for this. I'll have to look on model supplies, but it's pretty battered. You know, the rear lights are all chewed on the edges. Doors open, steering wheel's missing. The window unit, the windscreen is very deeply scratched, and the back. So it might come up, I don't know. You know, the front bumper is pretty well play worn, shall we say. But a nice model nonetheless, so that's another one we'll have to do. So cheers for that, Mick. Thank you very much if you're watching this video. It's much appreciated. Right, I'll move those out of the way and then we'll have a look at the next ones. Right, so the next ones are from Mr. Ian Hulley, another kind donation from Mr. Ian Hulley. Nice big box full of models arrived the other week, and first one, the Corgi 165 Fergie tractor, and yeah, you've seen my brother on one of these in my introduction video. So the old engine noise, it's knackered, so I shall have to have a look at that. Top of the exhaust broken off. Other than that, it's not a bad little tractor. All the bits are there, you know. Just like I say, the top of the exhaust unit's missing, and the driver, which I've got one. So yeah, the back wheels are in good condition. They often break around these rims because the kids get the tyres off. You've got to get the tyres off. You know, alright, you can't if you don't dismantle the model, but if you dismantle the model to restore it, get the tyres off from the inside or over the inside rim, because it's a lot thicker. If you pull the tyres off, especially when they're hard, this one's quite hard because they're old, you'll end up breaking the edge of the rim off and spoiling it. So, bit of wear in the back wheels, but nice little 165 that. I like that one very much. Now, another one from Mr. Ian Hulley. Out the box is this Ford, I can't see what number it is, 6600, which is very nice. I had a Ford 2000 and the hydraulics and everything went knackered on it, and the steering box, so I managed to buy the back end of a Ford 3000, and I put the 2000 engine into the 3000, and I had another tractor I could use on the farm. So that was my cheapest way to do it. Didn't cost me very much. The old 2000 was on the farm when we took over from my ex-father-in-law, and the other one I bought well, what was left of the tractor. It was all there, but the engine was knackered, for 400 quid. So if I didn't count my time, that's all it cost me, 400 quid to make one tractor out of the two, which was good. And yeah, I sold that in the end and I made a profit on it. I used it for 2 or 3 years and then I got rid of it. So anyway, let's have a look at this one. One of the hydraulic arms is broken off the back, so we'll have to look for some replacement bits for that. Got the driver, the seats there. this mudguard is broken, is like usually you know, two bits on that mudguard. How do I explain it? One bit fits below the foot plate, the other bit fits on top of the foot plate, and it stops the mudguard from moving up and down. That's broken, but I mean, we can sort that out, we can fix that. So the steering's all there, that's good, that hasn't busted off. But this is sort of towards the later ones that they made of this shape. You know, they didn't take out the centre of the steering wheel. I suppose it's stronger like this. But it's a nice little tractor. So that's one that I'll be restoring as well. Oh, it's missing the exhaust and the air cleaner, but you can get those, so I'll be doing that one. Right, another tractor in the same box from Mr. Ian Hulley. Here's this Massey Ferguson. What's this one? The Dyna Shift one, 6180. Now you're getting into the more modern tractors. But a nice model. Really all that's wrong with this one, it just needs a bit of a clean up, and you know, a new top for the cab roof, because that's missing. So I don't know if we can find a roof for it somewhere, or might have to make something up. But other than that, it's all there. So that's very nice as well. So thank you very much for that, Ian. This is all Britons, or these two are Britons. So I did used to collect Britons when I was a kid, or when I was an older kid, a teenager. I still kept collecting them as I got into my adult years, and I used to leave them in the boxes by then. Right, so another one out of this box from Ian is this trailer. Now, I'm not sure if this might have been a grain trailer, but the tailboard is missing, and these ones had like a bit on the back. So if you had a forage sort of harvester, or you know, like a tarrip, we used to have a tarrip on the farm, which was the same thing. You know, you cut the maize or the grass with it, and it would go through a chute, up in the air and through a chute and into the trailer, and you had a piece on the back of the trailer like that to stop it going right over the top. You had to watch it on the corners, because when you went round, if you didn't keep the chute pointing in the right direction, you could swivel it. You end up missing the trailer, or if you were along a road or something on the edge of the field, you could end up going in the road. And I think one time my father-in-law, or ex-father-in-law, he did that on the end, and two women went past in an open top car, and he got the car. the grass flew out right over the top of the trailer and into the road and into the car. So I don't think they were very happy. But yeah, that's a nice trailer. It's all there. Tip up, pull this lever down and it tips up. The lever's slightly bent, but that's nothing, we'll straighten that. So we need to find a tailboard for this one, and the plastic piece that goes at the back. So that's another nice model to do. Now this is a round baler. Now it's very similar to the one I had on the farm. If I can find a picture, I'll put it on the screen now. If I can't, I won't. But I've got one somewhere. I did have a New Holland baler, which was virtually the same shape as this. It had chains up here, because all these slats are like belts. They're just belts that go round. And mine had chains with cross things, and I think it was the very first round baler that ever came to Jersey, or big round baler anyway. And it was a really good baler, but you couldn't bale too short grass with it, because you'd snap the shear bolts all the time. It had like you know, the shear bolts in the PTO, and if it got too much strain, they used to snap before you damage anything in the machine. And I'll tell you what, when they snapped, they were a pain in the arse to line up to change. You had two on the PTO shaft, one each side. So I used to try and be careful not to bale too short stuff with it. Now this one is got a piece missing. There should be a piece hinged on here, like another set of these belts that lift it up like that, and then that's when the bail would drop out. So the Britons made some round bales, and you could put them in, and if you put them in and shut the back and you pull the baler along, it would turn the bail. I can't quite. There must be something missing, because I know there must be something else that goes down there. I can't remember, to make that turn, because the actual pickup here should turn as well as you're pulling it along. But it's a nice model, so another one we'll have a look. We'll try and restore if I can get the pieces for it. So that's that one. I think that's the last of the Britain stuff that Ian sent me. The other two models that Ian sent me, which are these AC Mammoth nice trucks. At first I thought it's got a light missing, and I thought, well, perhaps only meant to have one light, because some of these old trucks had one light. But they're both the same, and you can see there's a piece of that one still there, so the light's broken off. So I'm going to have to do something with that. I don't know if I can maybe do something with the small jewels I got, rhinestones. Might be able to make something up for that. But other than that, they're really nice little models, really nice little tankers, and yeah, nothing really needs doing to them apart from those two lights, the one light on each that's broken. So that's, nice for the display cabinet. So thank you very much again, Ian, for that. It's very much appreciated. Yeah, and thanks very much for thinking of me. Okay, so we'll put those back in the box, and then we'll look at the next things. Right, these next models were very kindly donated to me by Mr. David Williamson. So thank you very much, David, for that. I believe David does his own restorations, and yeah, it was very nice of him to send me these models. So this one is the Dinky Johnson Road Sweeper, and it's been stripped down already for me. And it's got a few bits missing: the steering wheel, doors, the hose that goes over the top. But you can get all this on model supply, so I'm going to get all the parts I need, and I'm going to do this one. So thank you very much, David, for that one. Very kind of you. He's also sent me a spare chassis, so that's great. It's got wheels and all that on there. I think the only thing that's wrong with it is that this backlight is broken off, but it's always very handy to have these spares, and especially if you're going to do some code 3s, you've got something like this as a good base to start. So that's cool as well, so thank you for that. Now this one, it's the Newmarket Racing Stables horse box. Now it's cool because it's got the card inside, with all the tack hanging up, and all the doors and everything are there, so that's cool. And the only thing is, it's missing the TK tractor unit, but David's very kindly sent me this one. This is an earlier one, so the wheels are different. So I'm not going to use this one on there. I've got other ideas that I can use this for, because I've got some other trailers that I can make something else up with this, which is what I'm going to do. So this is a nice little TK anyway. David's undone it. Need to get the mirrors for it. It's okay. He's cleaned the glass up a bit for me, so you know, that's great. I'll do a little bit more. I think he said to me on the edges there, it's hard to get the fogging out of it, so I'll have another go at that one. But I do have plans for this one. So this is a cool one. I'm always pleased to have a Bedford TK, because as you know, I've got a very soft spot for those. Now, what I have got that I bought last year is this, which is perfect because it's got the, you know, the wheels are sort of, well, they're not quite matching, but those are the wheels that would be on the tractor unit and go with these wheels that are put on the trailer. So this is correct. So I'm going to do this one. It's got a dent in the roof. I have to knock that out, and the windscreen is busted on it, so I'm going to have to get a new window unit for it. Other than that, it's not a bad model, but I will go with this sort of colour green, not this metallic-y green, because I just cannot find that metallic green anywhere. So unless I improve very rapidly with the airbrush, it's going to go this green. So that's okay. That makes me up that set, so that's cool. So thank you for that one, David. Now, last but not least, I got this Mac. David sent me this Mac as well, and you know, it's just, he sent me the bit that's broken off. It's here, just needs like a mushroom bit on the top. The exhaust I can fix, drill a hole in that and put another one of those, you know, the lateral flow testing sticks when you snap them off. I'll use one of those. They're ideal for repairing the exhaust. The spring just needs sorting out in there, but we'll do all that. It's, you know, very restorable. And he sent me this trailer with it, but the wheels are not quite the right wheels. They're the later ones, but I might change that to, you know, wheels like on the horse box trailer. Now, I was going to use this on something else, but I've changed my mind, and there should be 2 containers on here, so I am on the lookout for 2 containers. So I'm watching on eBay, but they go very expensive, but I'm watching all the time. A couple did go cheap with parts of the lorry, and I missed it. I put it on my watch list and I completely forgot about it like a clown. And I don't like bidding until the very last seconds, so I completely forgot and I missed it, and it's a nuisance because there were 2 containers on, and it's just what I was looking for, and they really didn't go much. You know, I think it was under £8, so I really missed out there because I was half asleep. But anyway, so I'm on the lookout for some containers, and I might, like I say, change these wheels for metal ones. And then I'll do that up as a container truck. I think David, in the letter he wrote to me with the models, he said that it might look nice with a load of lumber, like made out of the old Costa coffee stirrers. So yeah, I could do that as well. But to make a decent sized load, I might have to pinch quite a few. I'll have to you know, go quite a few times and take a few each time. But anyway, I will go along the route of the containers if I can. Okay, so that's all that lot of donations from Mr. David Williamson. So thanks again, David, it's very much appreciated. Cheers, mate. Right, that's the end of the donations. So this is one I bought at the end of last year. Now, it's missing the shutter on the back, but the hose or the cannon excuse me, is all there, and I think that should be okay to work. I'll have to put a hose on the back and make a squeezy thing to make the water spray out. This air horn, one side is broken, but that's nothing. There is a crack in the window unit, unfortunately, but other than that, it's, you know, it's all there, and it's even the siren works. So I did have my eye on one of these for a while, and this one came up and I didn't pay a lot for it. So what I'm going to do, I don't think you can get the shutter for them. I've looked on Model Supplies and I don't see it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep an eye on eBay, see if I can get another one with the parts I need on. And you know, I'm sort of reluctant in a way to repaint this one because the paintwork isn't in bad condition. You know, this is one of those. It's got pretty good paintwork. It's just a few chips, so I'm thinking am I better not to respray it. I'm not sure. Those are silver decals, so what I might have to do if I did paint it, I would have to mask that off, paint that silver, and then put some water slide decals, airport crash truck, over the silver. That'd be the only way I could do that. But yeah, please tell me what you think in the old comments below. Should I paint this one, or should I leave it as it is and just, you know, put the new parts that it needs on? It's all unscrews, so, you know, it's not like I've got to drill anything out to get to everything. So please tell me, what do you think? Okay. Right. Okay, so really my only two purchases since Christmas, I think have been these two models. Now this is the Corgi Toys Renault 16. My brother had a Renault 16 many years ago. Really old column gear change. This is a Tour de France, the camera car. So there should be a camera on a tripod with a chappie, the cameraman, standing there. So I need to get that. The driver's missing and the steering wheel's missing, so I need to get that. The bonnet's an opening bonnet, spare wheel in there, got the tyre on. So it's not a bad car. The window unit's scratched. Well, it has actually got I think that's like a crack in it, a slight crack in there. I think you can get a lot of parts for this, so hopefully I can source all the pieces I need for that, all the bits, so that's what I'm looking forward to doing. And then there's this one. So this is Corgi Toys Smith's Carrier Shop. Now, Mr. Ian Hulley was restoring one of these and he asked me if I could make him a box and a set of decals or stickers. So I made some both, but I think I made them too big because I didn't have the model and the templates for the box wasn't right. It didn't come out big enough. Ian sent me the measurements of the model. So I think I made everything a little bit on the big side, so I must make some more and send them to him. But then, because he asked me if I could do that, I thought to myself, I wouldn't mind one of those. So I watched on eBay, and this one came up pretty cheap, so I've got one. So now I can size the stickers to the right size. So that's really my only two purchases since Christmas, I think, of models. I've been a bit tight. Okay, now what I do want to ask you, I do have some more models to ask you about, but they're all up. I've got to sort them all out. So anyway, this video is probably long enough now. So I got these last year on eBay, you know, to restore. and when they came I thought, well, you know, they're really good. This one's the Matchbox series king size, number 8, Scammell 6x6 tractor unit. And I thought to myself, you know, do I really want to start restoring this? I know that was the idea to start with. This one's got a few more chips, the trailer's got a few more chips in it, but the stickers are all quite good. So tell me what you think. Do I do it, or do I leave it original? Tell me in the comments below. Right, and last of all, this taxi basically looks like it's plastic, but it's not, it's metal. I'm not sure when this dates from. Don't know if it's that old, but well, it must be fairly old because it's got the crimped axles. Anyway, Dinky Toys says made in England by Meccano Limited. Again, it's in pretty good condition. I mean, there's chips on the roof, but should I do it? Tell me what you think. Should I do it or should I leave it original? I'm inclined to leave it original. So that's it. That's a little video for you today. Not too long, I hope. And oh no, wait a minute. It's not it. It's not it, because I tell you what. I forgot all about this. Now this is something I bought locally. It's advertised on Facebook. Alright, this is in a bad state. This was in it. So this is a Dinky Super Toys Foden. You've probably seen Martin Deers do a few of these. It is in a state. This is all bent. The back part of the mudguard's broken off there. This one's bent. It's very chewed up, very play worn. You know, there's a bit missing, yeah. It's in a hell of a mess, but I do want to do it. Oh, the back's falling off now, look. It's only held on by a nail through there. The spare wheel's gone. The back's broken off. There should be a back bit on there. I think it might have been the highish tailboard, so we'll have to do something with that. The pillars are not broken, the pillars are bent in, so that needs straightening, you can see. So that was in. But now these are the interesting ones. Never seen these before, and I don't know what the hell they are. They're quite big. There's two of them, well, 1.5 I should say. But there's enough to make one good one out of the two. So I could use the cab from this one to do that one. Different variations. This is like a half track. Some of it's tin plate, some of it's cast. Very rusty, and I assume there's parts missing off them. Well, I know the doors are missing on both of them, so I'll have to make something up for that. But there's no markings or anything on them. So if anybody knows what they are, what make they are, please let me know in the comments, because I've not seen these before, and I've looked up on Google and I can't find them. I can't find any models like this. So I don't know what make they are or what model they're supposed to be. But I thought they were quite interesting. Now, there were a couple of other models in with them, but I've forgotten what they were now. I've just kept these in the same bag because they're pretty grotty. So, you know, once I find out what they are, then I want to try and restore, well, you know, at least make one up out of the two anyway, if nothing else. Okay, so that's it this time. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and you haven't been too bored. I will be back next week, next Tuesday, with another model restoration video. Well, it's not really a restoration, it's more of conversion, if you like. Not conversion, but it's basically it's a corgi car, a fairly modern one that I bought because it's for a colleague of my wife's, and she asked if I would do this for him. Now he's a carer in the care home, and he has restored the real version, sorry, of this car, and she asked if I would do one of these models to make it look like a mini-me, if you like, of his own car. So that's basically what it is. I mean, it wasn't a model that needed restoring. It was a perfectly good model, and I felt a bit bad about undoing, you know, and stripping a perfectly good model, but it's to turn it into the car that he has. And I think what he's going to do is put it on the dashboard of his car when he goes to the shows, the local shows and meets. So that's what next week's video is about. So, you know, I hope you will enjoy that one. But anyway, until then, please stay safe, look after yourselves, and thanks for tuning in to my video, and thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for sticking with me, and like I say, yeah, take care until next week, and we'll see you then. See you Tuesday. All the best. Cheery for now. Hubby. Bye.